Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I was checking my friend stats here, and I noticed something interesting. This little description of me has been modified. At first, I think it just said that I was the chillest, most easygoing person, but now it's updated to reflect my two highest skills, or traits, or whatever you want to call them. The natural world reveals its secrets to you, biology, and you've never had to be told to clean up your bunk, organizing. Now, I don't know if it always picks the two highest or if it used both because organizing and biology are both at 26 out of 100 right now. I don't know. I also saw there was a log on the ground, which is good. The log was very useful for me last time. +2 to a card. Is there anything else? Or anyone who wants to chat? Nothing to pick up over here. No one wants to chat. Hi, Tangent. Last time we decided that Tangent was going to be our new best friend for Valentine's Day. And we also flirted with her a little in our innocent 11-year-old way. We also gotten pretty good with our mom by increasing our organizing skills, so I really like the direction that I'm taking my character in. Let's see if anything new has been added. Defense training or sports ball. It'll still be all the same classes. The same rest and relaxation. Delivering supplies. And I assume still just digging. Yeah, shovel and dirt. I think I'll go study a little more. And I think I might actually study humanities because some of my social skills I feel like are lagging a little bit, and I don't want to completely neglect them. So, humanities, that's creativity and persuasion. This month, you're supposed to learn about different styles of dance. Mars takes this fairly easily, but Tang abjectly refuses to, saying she'd rather be penalized for non-cooperation than make a fool of herself. She sits the whole month out, doing independent study on the philosophy of medicine. No matter how much Mars cajoles, bribes, or begs Tang to dance with her, she doesn't budge. 5 kudos of total equals goal. Okay. Alright, we drew an extra card, which means this is automatically going to equal 2, because we don't have enough space for all of this. So how about we do this? Okay. Let's see, is there any way we can get that a little higher? Or reduce it a little even. If we switch these, it'll be the same. Oh! Should we got it to equal the goal. Let's take that kudos. Ah, man. We got some money out of it. We got a little bit of creativity, a little persuasion, some stress, and some kudos. It's time once more for Veramnalia. The mood of the colony has been muted this year, ever since the attack during Glow. Though everything is still cheerfully decorated and the feast table is still heavy with food, mostly soy rations, this Veramnalia just feels different, in a way you can't describe. The colonists gather in the square for Governor Udicott's speech. What a year Veramna has given us, the governor begins in her weedy voice. I stand before you, so proud of everything the colony has accomplished in such a short time. I have always hoped that we would bring with us the best facets of humanity, cooperation, resilience, and creativity, and the events of this year have given me no reason to doubt my convictions. These creatures were unexpected, but I urge everyone to consider what it means for life here. If Veramna can sustain megafauna, then that means conditions are good for us as well. Our friends in geoponics are already working on the logistics of domesticating the wildlife. Your dad, as second cultivator, stands and gives a sheepish wave to the crowd. There is a smattering of applause. Mars elbows you. "Hey," she whispers, "did you hear? My dad say Udicott's gonna announce the depot's open to the public." You shoot her a questioning look, and she rolls her eyes. "You know, shopping? Somewhere to spend all the kudos we've been saving up? Good thing I got that extra kudos from that challenge then. There's gonna be candy and toys and makeup and nice-smelling soap, not the boring kind in the communal showers." You know the concept of shopping. They do it in the holovids from Earth, especially the ones Mars likes, but you've never actually done it. The colony provides everything you need. It would be nice to buy yourself a treat. "My dad's given me an allowance," Mars says, shooting you a look of pity. "It's too bad your parents make you work for yours." You and Mars turn back into the speeches just as Udicott, as predicted, announces the opening of the general store at the depot. Mars gives you a knowing look as she claps. Udicott gestures for the council members to stand. Finally, the council remains unchanged from last year. We are, as always, proud to serve you and the colony as your government. The music starts up as Governor Udicott finishes. "Thank you for all your hard work and your perseverance this year," she says over the ruckus. "Together we build the future." The crowd disperses and sets up for the annual Veramnalia Games. Just like last year, there's a talent show, a science fair, and bot wrestling. Now with an obstacle course. Which one do you participate in this year? I can do the science fair. Hell yeah. And we gain friendship with Tangent. Hell yeah. We're such good friends with her now. Your competitor for the science fair is, predictably, Tangent. Her project is on the tensile strength of various building materials, including that mushwood is the best choice when you consider not just strength, but also sustainability and ease of use. The judges want to know what you've been working on. I wonder if mushwood is the thing she likes. I don't know if we, tried that on her already. No, we tried the thing that gives you... that, turns cards into mental cards. Not this. Maybe she likes mushwood logs. Present your project. Okay. Hold on, I can... Okay. I think that's about as good as I can get it. We have a straight here. Yeah. And this one is a good one to use early on because it... I can't use all of these cards, and it gets +1 for each unplayed card, which makes duplicating cards like Hop-I-Fax, like, really valuable, actually. Okay. Let's do this. One. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. Let's try this. We can make a straight. And then increase that. Then I'd have to get a score of... let's see. 20? Could I do that in one round? Let's see. This gives me a little more, actually. Alright, hold on. Heck yeah. Yes, okay. Nice. Hell yeah. Very good. -1 stress, that's all we got. In secret, you've been working on a social experiment about delayed gratification. You've been sneakily studying the adults, taking notes on their snacking habits and their mood. You found that Seek and Dr. Instance rarely eat sweets, but Utopia and Antecedent do all the time. Who's Utopia? Hold on. Do I have Utopia in here? I don't. Utopia is not a person whose name I recognize or whose name is in my Rolodex, if we want to call it. You correlate this with their attention span when you see them tackle frustrating problems. You know, problems you can control and repeat, like if a child backtalks to them. That doesn't sound like me at all. Oh my goodness. Ooh. You're a winner and everyone wants to be your friend. Kudos doubled for 3 months. Wow. The judges are impressed with your methodology. Instance, perhaps a little begrudgingly. They award you first place. Nice. Hey, we lost some stress. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. Mars organizes a water fight that takes over the whole colony, even the adults. It brightens everyone's spirits, even in the thick heat of dust. You ended up on top of the western wall with Dis, launching water-filled poof streams down an unsuspecting anemone in the sports ball court below. The walls seem like a neat place to hang out and relax. Much quieter than the lounge if you're looking for some solitude. Unlocked, relax on the walls in the garrison. Interesting. Okay. I was considering relaxing next month because... well, basically because my stress was really high, and also I feel like there are some cards I could stand to forget, especially the zero-cost ones, Wondering, Discovering. Those aren't so great. First Steps. Maybe I'll get rid of First Steps and be completely yellow and blue, but, there was one challenge that I needed to use an item to win, so I am getting to the point where my deck could use a little bit of finessing and paring down, but right now it would be a waste to rest. But I want to look and see what that activity gets me anyway. Relax on the walls. +1 friendship with Dis. I could use that and forget 1 memory optional, but I'm not going to do that now because it seems like a waste. Where is the depot? Is the depot here? Visit the supply depot. Ooh. I can buy... I don't have enough to buy any of this, but it would be a good thing to save up for. A doll, +5 persuasion, and +1 bonus to pairs. +5 to animals, and +1 to all fleshes. These, where would these go? They would go in gear, right? Yeah, right now I have the +1 to challenges. +1 to social cards, that would be good. It's very expensive though. +5 biology and +1 bonus to straights. +1 to straights of 3 or more cards. I'm not that good at creating straights. Straights are increasing value by 1, right? I'm not so good at creating those, but it would be nice to get +5 biology or +5 persuasion, honestly. That's something I've wanted to work on, but haven't really been. I don't know. I'll probably save up for one of these. And since I'm saving up, and I have this bonus that gives me more kudos, I'm gonna deliver supplies. A lot of people don't like to leave their workplaces to come eat in the cafeteria, so every day around lunchtime you get to go around the colony and deliver steaming hot meals to people. This is the best because seeing you means it's time to take a break. Alright. 5 kudos if total equals goal. 0, 1, 2, 2, 1. I mean, I'd rather get a higher if I could, but this actually, because it creates the straight, that's actually better. What happens if I replace this? I don't win. What about this? I'm okay with this. Let's win. Yeah! We got a lot of kudos. Alright. And since we still have that perk, I might want to keep working for that kudos. And also, how much do I need to get another card from you, Mom? You learned at a young age not to sneak up on your mom. She's jumpy and gets kind of mean if someone surprises her. That's just how she's always been, and you never questioned it. You always make sure to walk a little more heavy when she hasn't noticed you. 40. I could start getting up there. And Cal, I'm assuming, is biology 40. Oh, and maybe we should try giving that a log to Tangent. Cal is doing some stretches in the open area of the garden. One of my mom's boyfriends is teaching me yoga, he says, looking at you from upside down. I can already do child pose and downward dog. He flaps over and lies on his back. This one is my favorite, though. Yeah, I need 40 for that. Tangent, do you want a present? You talked about how good this is in your presentation. I'm busy saving the colony, Tang says, brushing past you. What are you doing? You said this was good for energy, fuel? I don't remember. Do you want it? Tang shrugs. You should probably just keep it. I don't even know what I'd do with that. When you insist she keep it, she shrugs again. Sure, maybe I'll find a use for it. Dang. God, I also want to work on my reasoning so that I can hang out with her and get her card. But I want that kudos. I want a collectible. Is it the same stuff? Yes, it is the same stuff as last time. I'm gonna keep on delivering stuff. It's another meeting of the Secret Fun Times Club. You're trying to figure out what to do today. It's your job as Vice President of Fun Ideas, but you're having trouble coming up with something. Think, Solana, think. What's that smell? Tang asks as she joins you. You think she means someone farted and you giggle, but then you can smell it too. It's like burning mustard or spices, strong and acrid. Then the overhead lights start to flicker. Uh-oh. Oh, that keeps happening, Mars says with a shrug. Like the same time every afternoon. Nobody knows why. It's a mystery. She and Tang look at each other. Then at you. Well, I would probably get in good with my two best girls if I was enthusiastic about it. What happened to Tammy makes me a little scared of this electrical problem, but I am nothing if not prone to peer pressure. A mystery. They jump to their feet. There's a mystery afoot, and the SFC is going to solve it. Tang brings up a fresh notepad on her holopalm and adds 2 bullet points. Clue 1, weird smell. Clue 2, flickering lights. Cal sniffs the air. The smell's coming from that vent, he says, pointing to a screen in the corner. Get up close and sniff. Get a schematic to see where the vent goes. Heck yeah. You pull up a schematic. How much did I get? I have 30 now. You pull up a schematic of the ship on your holopalm and track down where this vent goes. It takes a snaking route around the ship and connects to the cafeteria kitchens. It smells awful in here. Antecedent is here, fanning the nanoprinter with a cutting board while it belches out foul black smoke. Oh gosh, kids, she says. Don't come any closer. This darn nanoprinter's on the fritz again. Everything that comes out is awfully burned, and I don't want you to breathe in the smoke. Every gosh darn day, she says, she mutters under her breath. You look up. The lights are flickering here, too. There. Did you see it? Is there animation that I could have seen? I didn't see it. But Solana did, sure. You take a closer look. There's some kind of black dust near them. That's weird. Little clumps of it are stuck to the wall and ceiling, all around the outlet and the back of the nanoprinter, too. You climb up onto the counter, much to Antecedent's annoyance. When you put your hand near the black dust, your holopalm makes your hand tingle, like it's vibrating slightly. Tangent climbs up with you and tries it too. Electromagnetism, she confirms. The ferromagnetic materials in our holopalms are reacting to the presence of magnets, or an electric current. I think it's in this dust. She makes a note. Electromagnetic dust. Antecedent shoos you out of the kitchens. Out! Out! Go play somewhere else, my darlings. We've got supper to prepare. You follow the clumps of black dust through the lounge, down a long hallway to the children's creche. Great, this place again. It's quiet here, and instinctively you all walk softly and stop talking. You slow as you approach the playroom. The creche playroom is empty and dimly lit, except for the holoprojector in the corner showing a purple teddy bear. The one that electrocuted your friend Tammy. It keeps flickering on and off. Oh god. I can convince Mars to go first or wait for someone else to go first. I don't want to make Mars go first, but... Oh god. The fact that it is trait locked makes me think this will end well. Let's convince her. As Mars steps in, all the lights in the room suddenly turn on. 2 musical toys start playing all at once, and a toy robot begins spinning in circles, whirring. Mars shrieks. Tangent rushes suddenly forward, grabs a glass from an art table, and slams it upside down on the counter. I caught it, she yells. Ooh. Beautiful CG, oh my goodness. What are those? Like, it's a bug made out of electro balls? I don't know. Gosh, look at this art. It's so pretty. You gather around to see. Under the glass are what look like 4 round metal things, like ball bearings. As you watch, one of them starts to roll. It advances to the edge of the glass, then rolls in a ring around the inside. It stops. Then a pair of long silver antennae emerge from the top of the ball. They click together, producing a bright spark of electricity. You all jump back. The other 3 balls gradually wake and begin snapping their own antennae. I think we've solved our mystery, Tang says with a growing smile. Sure enough, you find more magnetic black dust, and something else. Tiny bite marks in the electric cord leading to the holoprojector. Are these the culprit? Are these little bugs the ones that killed Tammy? They messed with the holoprojector and made it fry? They must be feeding off the electricity, Tang explains, then storing it like a battery to use for self-defense. And this dust must be their excrement. Fascinating. You report your findings to Professor Hal. He realizes these pests have in fact been siphoning off electric current from your ship since it landed, and are responsible for some dangerous power surges. One such surge must have been the one that killed your friend, Tammy. From a quick look around the room, everyone knows it. Anemone rubs Cal's back as he stares at the ground. Cal gives you some kudos and thanks. Hell yeah. The mystery of the weird smell. Nice. Oof. Heck, we don't even need to work. We can buy one of those perks. Okay, heck yeah. Woo. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think that's about as good as we can do. We don't even need to finish this, because adding another card will, lower the value of this, and we won't have a straight, and... Damn, that's good. Hell yes. That was very successful. Oh my god. We are so organized. Extra gear slot perk. Equip an additional gear. Hell yeah. Okay, so we can buy something, and we don't even need to get rid of the gear we already have. Awesome. That's what these little divots are for. Once we reach a certain threshold, I guess we get an extra gear slot. Nice. Ooh. That was fantastic. Alright. Equip an additional gear. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have any gear yet. Oh, another log. Someone likes these logs. I'm gonna find out who. Should I try giving the log to someone else? To Cal? I'm gonna find out who likes these logs, god damn it. Cal is kicking a ball against the garden fence post, cheering when it bounces back towards him. Ever since we landed here, I don't play a lot of sports ball, he says, picking up the ball and tucking it under his arm. Anemone and I used to play a lot, but honestly, I think I like working in the garden more. He smiles up at the sky. I just like doing stuff that feels like it makes a difference, you know? I don't want to just play all the time like Anemone. Take the log. Neat, Cal exclaims, taking her gift and peering at it inquisitively. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I love it. Thank you. Okay, he doesn't like it either. Alright. We're gonna buy something. Okay. What can we buy? Straights. Straights or pairs? I feel like I've been doing pretty good at getting straights. And I could do with a little more biology. I feel like I could also do with persuasion, and then we could get a card out of Mars. But I don't know. For now, I think I'm gonna buy this. Heck yes. Okay. No. I don't want to buy it. Yes. When are we gonna get pets? I can't wait for there to be pets. Okay, the purple is a little bit of extra I get from this. Alright. No one to talk to. And now that I've spent some money, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, my stress isn't that bad either, so I think I'm gonna study a little more. And I'm gonna study the one that gives me a little more reasoning. Yeah, engineering. Hi, kids! The ship's onboard intelligence, Congruence, slides into the room on her ceiling track, and the class cheers. Congruence is so cool. She's like a person, but also a machine. She knows a lot of jokes and can tell you anything about space. She never gets bored or frustrated by your questions. You all know me, she says, but I'll bet some of you have questions about how I work. What do you want to know? How do you know so many things? What's your job? Do you have to eat and poop? Or just listen? How do you know so many things? My brain is big, she explains. It's just enormous, really. Much bigger than this little monitor you see here. And it's connected to the ship's holonet, so anything you can look up on your holopalms, I just know. What's your job? Well, right now, part of me is showing animal videos to children in the creche, and part of me is here teaching you, but most of me is monitoring the engines which give us power, and the life support systems that make it comfortable in here. Do you have to eat and poop? She laughs, which has never sounded quite the same as a real person's laugh to you. I guess you could say I eat electricity, but not in the same way you get energy from food. But no, I have never pooped. I think it sounds kind of neat, actually. Okay. Congruence explains that she had to do all kinds of calculations to help fly the ship and land it, and that she was designed to provide a user-friendly interface to the ship systems. But Hal has modded me to be far more than that, she says proudly. Now I can even tell jokes. Why did the computer cross the road, she asks. I don't know why. She smiles widely and says a bunch of nonsense in binary. Great. Okay, so that's locked. Gems matter for other cards. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Can I make this a straight? No, I can't. Okay. Heck yes. I can't get a straight. I can't get a perk from my, my new, gear. I got some more engineering, some more reasoning, some stress, and a little bit of kudos. From what? From best score and popular status. Oh, sweet. So we would get 1 kudos for getting the best score, and then that doubles. Okay, nice. Glad to see this is still helping me. Done. Nice. We are on a roll. How much stress do I have? A little bit of stress. How much reasoning do I have now? Still only 13. I want to be able to get a card from Tangent. But I might try and relax a little bit. Just for the sake of paring down my deck a bit. I don't feel like these 1 and 0 cards are hurting me that much, but I don't know. It wouldn't hurt to get rid of them, I don't think. Hold on. And I think I'm gonna do that by the garrison. And maybe start to make up with this a little bit. After the first attack on the colony, they added lookout towers to the walls. Now you have a place to hang out if you don't feel like working, and because it's all the way up here, no adults are going to come ask you to run any errands for them. On rainy days, you take shelter in the pavilions and listen to the pitter-patter of warm raindrops on the grass roof. You can do whatever you want. This is the life. A good place to study. Excuse me? There we go. That gave us some more reasoning. Nice. You pack your holoculars. The wall is a great vantage point to examine the wild jungle outside the colony. Your independent study even counts towards class credits without having to actually be in class. Oh, hey, Solana. Dis pops his head up near a nearby ladder and looks surprised to see someone else here. Do you mind if I sit here too? Mars is not here with me. So I'm gonna be kind of nice. Sure, there's plenty of room. Hey, yeah. The two of you dangle your feet off the side and watch the valley below. Dis shovels a little uncomfortably and doesn't say much. You wonder if this was his private spot to be alone, before you discovered it. I don't want to forget this. This is still a very good card, but I want to forget First Steps. Yes. Alright. Well, I kind of get that from a character's perspective. She goes to find a quiet place to study and finds, hopefully, friendship in an unlikely place. Alright, now what should we do? Let's just keep trying to get our reasoning up. Our biology is pretty good, so I'm okay working on engineering. Still, to try and get reasoning up a little bit more. You help the younger students with their architecture work, and by that you mean you help them scavenge a bag of random spare parts and adhesives from around the colony, and challenge them to make the tallest structure possible. When that's predictably a disaster, you tell them to make the most structurally sound one instead. Oh, yuck. That's a bad card to be locked. Okay. And we can add that. Now, what can we change by doing this? Ooh! Get the super goal. Yeah. Okay. That's definitely what I want to do then. Yes! Damn, I'm real good at this. We got 16 engineering now. There's a commotion in the square. An expeditions vehicle has driven through the gates and is idling in the middle of the square. An unusual sight. People come down from command to investigate. Utopia gets out of the vehicle and trudges over to Uticott. After a brief conversation, you see Uticott gesture for people to unload the vehicle and clear the area. You stay out of the way to see what they're unloading. It's a body. Chief Surveyor Tonan's body. Tammy's dad. Oh no. Well, at least one of the living children didn't have to see their parent die. Oh. Someone quickly covers him with a sheet, but not before the image of his torn open body is seared into your memory. However he died, it was violent and bloody. You feel your stomach cramp with nausea. What happened? Dis asks, coming over to crouch around the corner with you. You share that Uncle Tonin is dead, and he stares at the sheet-covered body intensely as if he could see through it. Did they say how? I'm sure they'll tell us later. Dis frowns. No, they won't. They'll just tell us something happened, the same way a bunch of animals just happened to attack the colony. They don't want us to know about the monsters and other worse stuff. They want us to think everything is fine, but it's not. This planet isn't as nice as they say it is. He shakes his head. They hate that they can't control us. You know, he's probably right, but that's not how I'm playing Solana this playthrough. You and Dis watch the adults carry Uncle Tonin's body away. From the way he's practically vibrating, you can tell Dis wants to ask more questions about what happened. After a few awkward minutes, he sneaks away without saying anything. Probably to try and go take a look at the body. At least Tammy isn't around to see this, you think. At least they're together now, wherever people go when they die. You watch Utopia bend over to get a hug from Udicott, wiping her eyes as she finally cries. Udicott has never been the most comforting presence in your life, but it seems to help. Utopia will probably be the next chief surveyor. At 24, she'll be the youngest council member. She was only a toddler when the stratosphere left Earth. Apparently, her sharp eye and hoverbike flying skills are the best in expeditions. Okay. Alright, we learned something about Utopia? Where is she? There she is. Okay, we just learned about her. God, that poor family. Jeez. Is Antecedent related to them? No, she's just everyone's auntie. Oh, and she's Anemone's mother. Okay. For some reason, I thought she was Tammy's aunt. Alright. Oh. I saw Tangent had something to say, but now I don't know where she went. There's Dis. Tangent? I wanted to talk to you. We could deliver supplies. Or let's study biology. Let's study biology. Life sciences, whatever. Professor Hal looks almost apologetic. It's important to check on how you're all doing with the material, he explains. So we're having a pop quiz on what we've been covering this month. Earth's ecosystem and the climate crash of the late 21st century. This should be easy, so long as you've been paying attention. You and the other students exchange looks of horror. A pop quiz? Two people look unfazed. Tang and Cal. Both are sitting near enough that you could probably ask them for help before the quiz begins. Hey, we have Friendship 30 with Tangent. Yeah. Tang rolls her eyes, but obligingly rattles off a few facts about the late 21st century while the other students prepare for the quiz. You're not sure if it'll help, but maybe something will stick. Heck yes. Alright. Oh, why is this -2? From battle condition? Oh. Well, maybe I can manipulate that to my advantage. I guess not. No. Oof. Oh, it becomes value 2. Okay. So maybe we want... What gets us more? This, probably. Yeah, it's kind of a waste of doing paperwork, but You know what? Or we could use calm temperament there. Although, that gets rid of our flush. Huh, this is tricky. Well, we'll keep calm temperament around because this condition will stay no matter what. Yeah, okay. That works. Okay, nice. We have... Oh, we can do a total... a straight? Yes, and a +1 bonus to straights, I guess. Yes, okay. Yeah, I think this is the best we can do. Unless... No. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yes. Okay. Sweet. Alright, we didn't quite get the best score, but we did pretty darn well. You did well. You just tried to imagine the most destructive things humankind could do to the planet, and that was usually the answer, no matter how far-fetched. Deserts growing, terrible storms, sea level rising, species becoming extinct. Whoa, scary. Cal and Tang look happy with their scores, too. As you file out of class, you catch up with Tang and share your thoughts about what you've been learning in class. Earth's humans had space travel, gene tech. Shouldn't they have been able to help fix the planet? Isn't science the solution to everything? Tang scoffs. Not even science can help people who don't believe in it, she says. Even if the solution is obvious to anyone with half a brain, if the people in charge don't do what needs to be done, what's the point? She stomps away, clearly frustrated by the subject. Heck yes. Alright, we don't get a perk from that? I guess not. Maybe because some of our biology is fake. How much reasoning do we have? Still just 17. Okay. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. As the month wears on, you overhear arguments at dinner. Adults worrying that an attack is still coming, and others who think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mention seeing new tracks in the forest, but are shushed so people don't panic. The gates are closed. You drill emergency procedures, filing soundlessly from the classroom to the creche to hide under the tables, waiting for the sirens to call the all-clear. You drill and prepare and worry, but nothing happens. Then, just as glow is starting to wane, the toxic purple spill of the wormhole fading as the sun almost rises past the horizon again. The sirens start. You're reading a hollow novel in bed when you hear them, followed by the stomp of boots down the hallway outside your quarters. An alert flashes on your hollow palm. Shelter in the creche, this is not a drill. You get another message from your dad. Me and Mom are going to stay in the greenhouses. We're safe. Just follow Auntie Anne to the creche and wait for us, okay? Don't worry, we're way more prepared than we were last year. Love you, stay safe. You could go to the creche where you belong, or you could follow the security guards and see what's happening at the gates. Go to the creche. You head for the children's creche. Even with just the emergency lights on, your feet can never forget the way. When you get there, you spot Tangent and Dis huddled together on the beanbag chairs. Dis is stone-faced, as usual, and he's holding Tangent in his arms. You can't remember the last time you saw them this close. Tang must be really scared. You take a seat on a beanbag chair and wait. Other children filter into the room after you. Anemone, her little brothers, Nougat. You don't see him, so Cal must be sheltering with your parents in the greenhouses. Who's Nougat? You hope they're okay. Talk to them. It's so dumb they won't let us outside, Dis grumbles. We live here too. We deserve to know what's going on. I added the word exactly. They're treating us like little kids. I'm not even scared. You search his face for signs he's lying to sound cool, but his bad mood is sincere. Tangent smacks his arm. Don't be ridiculous, she snaps. There's dangerous animals out there. Dis just shrugs. Nothing scares him. You don't hear much from outside. After a while, the sirens sound all clear, and you all file back to your quarters. Your mom and dad join you right away and give you a big hug, and thank you for following their instructions. When things have calmed down, you overhear your parents talking. I'm not going to be the first to congratulate Rhett, but all of his defensive improvements were exactly what we needed, your mom grumbles. Ugh, he's going to be insufferable at the next council meeting. Your dad pats her hand. Credit where credit's due, Flulu. Flulu Bell, aw, he says, and she smiles despite herself. It could have been worse. Your mom nods, and they both sit in silence before your dad speaks again. Poor Hal, he sighs. What a way to go. Professor Hal? We've been spending so much time with him. No. Your parents startle. Hey, Pumpkinhead, your dad says. Yeah, they're going to announce it in a few hours, after everyone's had the chance to calm down. He didn't make it. I mean, we could ask who's going to teach classes now, but I care about what happened to him. I like him. What happened? Don't worry about that, your mom replies, shooting your dad a look to keep him from talking. It's adult stuff, okay? You guys won't be able to go into the engineering wing for a little bit. Not until it's decontaminated. No, my schooling. You curl up quietly to think. Professor Howell can't just die. He can't just be gone. He's your teacher. And the engineering wing is where you take classes. You can't imagine something bad happening in such a safe place. You fall asleep thinking for sure there's been some mistake. Oh boy. Hey, we're 12. We really put work into organizing and biology, a little bit into engineering and reasoning, and a little bit into all of these. We gained all these cards. We increased our friendship with a few people. Nice. Okay. So, the deaths are piling up. Jeez. I'm starting to think this might not be a safe place to live, but of course Solana is very loyal. And, she will never question that herself. Tang wants to talk to us, but I'm gonna talk to her next time, when we experience being 12. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist.